This video is going to be a little bit different from everything else that we've done. We've still got our same game, same platform, same monkey, same robots. So everything's still working the way it was. But for this one, I thought we'd do a video about camera follows. And that's where the camera follows our character. And this is going to start to make our game look really quite amazing. For this, we're going to need to just create a brand new level or a brand new scene. This one I'm going to call level 3. Now normally we would just press create and end up with a level that's exactly the same size as the game that we created, and in our case that's 800 pixels by 600. Now what we're going to do here very quickly is look at the width. Now this width is measured in tiles, so that's 25 times 19. And what I'm going to do just for this video, I'm going to create a level which is 75 tiles wide. That means it's 3 times wider than a normal level would be. For the color, I'm going to choose kind of a similar blue that I did from before. And what you can see here is now I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And you can see indeed this level is really quite big. So what we're going to do, I'll zoom in just one level more. And we'll just very quickly put some ground and some platforms in. So I'll pause the video now and come back when I've got all those platforms in place. So what I've done in the meantime is just throw some tiles onto the screen. I've put a ground over here. For this video, we're not going to use robots because, of course, if you remember from our robots video, we had that special tile there, which we call the endpoint, where the robots would automatically turn around and go back to where they came from. But for this video, we're not going to worry about bad guys just yet. Now, a quick note here, if you're designing a long level, this is not the way to design it. It's a really boring level because it's just got platforms everywhere. There's not really any buildings to climb or really anything interesting. But you'll forgive me just because I want to show you camera following. What we'll do now is go to the actors, take our monkey, and just put our monkey there at the start of the level. Now, the idea of this is going to be as the character runs around jumping on things and we play the game, the camera should really follow where our monkey is at all times on the screen. Now, before we go any further, why don't we test this game and see what we're dealing with? Now, of course, I always click on the test game, but if we go to our dashboard, you can see that in our scenes, I've marked a star where level 1 is because that's our default, our starting level. Now, in this case, I could very simply click on level 3, go down and say mark a starting point. Now, that makes this the starting point. In this case, I don't want to do that. What I'm going to do is go back to level 3, and rather than clicking on test game, I'm going to click on test scene. And of course, here we have a game, and I've made quite a big mistake because you can see our monkey is floating in the air. So let's just very quickly go back and fix that. And of course, that is in level 3. We go to our physics tab and we turn our gravity to 85 down. And we'll go back to the scene itself and press test scene again. And here we have it. So we have our monkey and gravity, and it looks pretty good. So we can jump around. The monkey's doing well. Now, how do we get our camera to follow the monkey? Because of course, if I now run off the screen, the monkey's gone, but we're still looking at an empty level. So let's go and fix that. And what we're going to do is, while we're in level 3, we're going to go to our events. And what we're going to do is add when updating, we're going to search for the word camera. And you can see that we have this block over here. So always move the camera center to the actor. And what we'll do is we'll choose the actor and say the camera is always going to center on the test monkey. So what we're going to do is call that follow camera to monkey, like so. And we'll test the scene again. So let's see the result of that. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. So we've got now a camera following our character wherever he runs. And you can see the design of my level is really not that great. Just a bunch of platforms lying around. You can see that I've really messed up because some of the platforms are too low for the monkey to run under. Some of the platforms are too high for him to jump from one platform to another. And that comes with trial and error. So every time I come to a problem in my level, I would just simply go back to Stencyl, move that block or that tile, delete some. And of course, it's really worth going and watching some videos of some classic games, or if you've got the classic games, switch them on and play them for a little while and see what those levels look like, see how long they actually are, and see what kind of obstacles and what kind of challenges your player should have in those games, rather than the boring one that I've made with a bunch of platforms just floating around in the sky. But I think you'll agree, camera follow is an unbelievable way of getting your game looking a lot cooler than a single screen level.